This is old Kip here. Just trying to sit back and relax a little bit. And it's an open topic. Anybody and everybody's welcome. As always, just so long as you bring the respect, and we good. So I'm gonna let everybody, let a few people pile up in here, and we're gonna get up here and talk about whatever you want to talk about today. You want to talk about the events that happened yesterday? We open for that, and whatever the events that happened all last week, we open for that, and for future stuff, we open for that as well. So, if you guys want me to elaborate on some of the things I talked about, I would elaborate on it, and that's no doubt. Whatever it is. So we'll talk about it. So I'm gonna give you guys a chance to get up in here a little bit, and then we'll hold a discussion. I'm gonna give a little time, maybe give another few minutes, and allow people to get in. Like I say, I know this channel is it's not like it's no huge channel, but I'm gonna treat it and approach it like I'm talking to a million people out there. They're just the way I see things. I just want to talk about this a little bit here. I find it ironic. Everybody was telling me to go get a channel, do your lives. Now, when I do lives, now they want to say like, "Oh, he think that he the best content creator out here. He think he the best." Nah, that's not Kip. I just get up here and just speak my mind, say what I got to say. I'm far from that. I'm not out here trying to put on all the theatrics when I'm out here doing a live. You definitely ain't gonna catch no shit over here with all these intros and playing music for goddamn an hour and 10 minutes before I get on with a show. Nah, you don't catch that. And nor you gonna catch all this in the background all the time. You ain't gonna catch none of that goofy shit like that. We grown folks over here. We're not teenagers, 20 years old with hearing laughing emojis in the background and all that old silly, goofy ass shit. 21 gun salute. We gonna get up here and just come and have some straight talk and tell it like it is, and then we gonna get the fuck on down and we gonna go about our business. So I'll give you guys a chance to get on in here. We can, like I said, we can talk about what we want to talk about a little later on. I mean, you guys can. It's an open topic. You guys can feel free to. If I'm talking about something that you may not want to hear right now, we can switch the subject up as this live go along here, and we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. So I'll let the chat dictate that for today. But I'll open up and elaborate a little bit on what happened yesterday. I was over on Photon channel pretty much for the entire show yesterday, and they tried to pull a fast one over here on your boy, but that didn't happen. Oh, by the way, I'm being rude today. Happy Sunday and happy Easter to those that celebrate Easter and look at and accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior. So I respect that, and that's never nothing to be played with. So I respect that, regardless of how I view things in life. I respect others how they view things when it comes down to things being personal, such as their religious and stuff like that. So give a shout out to all the people that celebrate Easter today. So happy Easter Day to those. But let's get back to what I was talking about. Yesterday, as I said, I was on Photon Show pretty much all day for the entire show, pretty much. And uh, we was talking about the stuff that they try to do. And to me, you're gonna get the people out here. They're gonna say, "Oh, Kip took an L." That's fine. You can say Kip took an L. You can say whatever you want to say. But you didn't expose Kip the way I've been exposing all these people out here. Kip wasn't exposed because see, Kip is too smart. I had no intentions on coming over there messing with any of that crap. And like I said, if I would have came over that way, trust me, you would have never saw me. Never. Now, even though y'all may have a few pictures of me here and there and stuff like that, you couldn't pick me out of a crowd. You wouldn't know. You couldn't pick me out of a moving crowd. You don't know my posture. You don't know my mannerism. You don't know the way I walk. You don't know the way I stand. You don't know that. You don't know that. So it'll be very hard for you to pick me out of a crowd just by my face alone. So great. You can have those pictures, and that's cool. But you know, better pick me out of a crowd. And that's for sure. Not a moving crowd. No. It won't happen. So, but you was thinking that you were so smart, Triggs, but you really was marking yourself yesterday, bro. When you call yourself moving around in the parking lot, all I had to do is go to one particular live, and there you go. I'm looking at you. Where you at? You don't know where the fuck I am. You wouldn't know. But I know. Y'all so smart. Y'all so intelligent. Y'all know everything. Y'all really dummies, man. Really, y'all are. Learn to try to do things in a covert way. Y'all are really dumb. Y'all really are. Y'all don't know nothing. So I look at y'all sad situations, sad cases. Yeah. But that would have never happened. You trying to hem me up or get me out here to look stupid. Remember, I'm already knowing what y'all about anyway. Y'all two been harassing my son. You and Raw B have. So why would I think one moment that anything dealing with you two, that I'm finna come somewhere and things gonna be on the up and up? You gotta be crazy. What's wrong with y'all people? Y'all think I got a screw on head? That's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So I already knew some salt in the water. So it's all good. And you think that I was gonna come out there and just walk out in plain sight? Yo, what's going on, YM? Okay, well you think, okay, that's fine. You say you say he 2 steps ahead of me. That's good. You think I should really stop talking, YM? Okay, great, YM. That's you. That's you. We'll see. It's not got nothing on me. Nothing on me. So you say you know so much. He's 2 steps ahead of me. Well, go into elaborate on what you're saying, that he's 2 steps ahead of me. Elaborate on it, please. Talk about it. Give me your content on it. Okay. You say you didn't. You saying you didn't warn me. Okay. All right. Cool. Because a person getting up here saying, "Oh, you've been harassing me for 2-3 years." What you think he been doing to me? What kind of contact you think he been having with me? I haven't harassed him. I don't know what's wrong with y'all people. I'm shaking in my boots, YM. Thank you, though. Thank you for the warning. Now, please look both ways before you cross the street, okay? Please do it. Make sure your shoes are tied up if you're wearing lace shoes. So I don't want you to trip on your shoes when you're trying to cross the street. All right? Yeah, with all that going on and all that being said, yeah, you got people thinking that they can set me up. It's not gonna happen. There's no way. So I welcome that challenge. Now, YM, you know you are welcome, just like anybody else. If you want to continue to participate in the chat, putting down your comments, that's great. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. I got no problem with it. So, if you're thinking, if you're saying what you're saying, like you all wise and knowing, so meaning that you got to be either in on it with them or what have you, since you know so much. So okay, so because I'm shaking in my boots right now, I really am. But yeah, we gonna talk about that. From yesterday, how they tried to set me up and thinking that I was gonna. Oh, there we go, there we go. We got balance here now. What's going on, Spengali? I'm glad you're out here. What's going on, Smoke? My two favorite people right there. You know. So you got what do you guys think about that though? Smoke, Spengalis, what YM is saying. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? YM said that I'm assuming she referring to Triggs because I didn't mention no names, that this person is 2 steps ahead of me. And I really need to stop talking about the situation because, and I'm paraphrasing, because she didn't say this. She said I've been warned. So I'm assuming that something is waiting on, the boogeyman is waiting on me around the corner. And all I've been up here doing is exercising free speech and things of that nature. No more than what nobody else been doing. Wow. And here I got in writing, well, these people been harassing my son and me. But I need to be warned. Yeah, there you go, Smoke. Let it go to the court. There you go. There you go. There you go. But we understand why you kind of like a little biased when it comes to that anyway. So when it comes to that other side, and that's good. There's nothing wrong with that. I know you might be feeling salty because, Drama lost his job and things like that, and I get it. And I saw your post too, YM, where you saying right now what you said in your post, and I started laughing then, like I'm laughing right now. So please come with it, and cause what they do, I can do back, or whatever he do, I can do back. I wish you people would really just sit down and really observe things and have a clear mind to all this stuff and really observe things and take in things what people are saying. See, you guys are so caught up into this YouTube matrix stuff, and you guys really think that this shit is real. I mean, like, if you don't have more favorability over in this YouTube, you're doomed, or what have you. And that's cool. But all I'm saying is this: let's take it to the court of law, and then we'll see if the court of law gonna deal with your antics, YM, and all the rest of these people antics and the BS. No, that's called filibustering, and they ain't gonna deal with it. All that shit'll be dismissed. We'll tell you to sit down and shut the fuck up, or get out the courtroom, or you'll be escorted out. They're gonna deal with the facts of the matter. not the bullshit. Smoke, when we warned and told some shit like this in when we was going at when I was hashing that information out on drama, then again, I was throwing rocks at Triggs. Like he trying to throw rocks at me. The thing about it is I don't have a criminal record. You can't come at me with nothing. I'm not on probation. I'm not out here violating people's rights. I'm not out here breaking the law. What part of this that you people don't understand? Now, YM, if you just got a little liking for old boy, that's cool. Go on over there and support him. Nobody's mad. All right, thank you. You can be quiet. That's fine. Like I say, you don't have to be quiet. You can interact. You can talk in the chat. We can have a conversation about it and be through. But I don't want you coming over here telling me to be quiet about something and you don't want to elaborate on nothing. I don't know you. I don't know who you are. I don't never see you go over there and tell them to be quiet about anything that they're talking about. I don't see that. And I know there's a lot of people that lately that we have made a lot of enemies with simply because, Front Porch Friday's gone and a lot of that BS is gone. I get it. So, I'm not the one calling people. People calling me. People coming over making challenges to me. I'm not making challenges to them. They making challenges to me. So what we talking about? That's what I'm saying. These people out here walking around on their head, doing handstands and trying to walk. Too much water, too much pressure rushing up to the head and cause you to think crazy or get up and don't make good sense. Yeah. But good people out there. Yeah, they thought that they can hem me up, get me over there and do something, get me over and do something silly and things like that, and possibly have me arrested or something like that, But that's not gonna happen. I'm always in control, and I'm smarter than that. So that's where I am with all that. But we can talk about that, And that camp over there is highly upset by the way things are going. I'm not riding on suspended license. Oh yeah. Let's talk about that. Yeah, about the suspended license thing. So you guys are so you guys think that I will get and do something that I'll be overzealous. Triggs driving his car. So what? Triggs driving his car? He surely was gonna call the police on you, Triggs. What I'm gonna call the police on Triggs for? If his license suspended, they gonna stop him, not me. Why would I call the police on him? Failed at that. Failed thinking that I was gonna come there and get in a commotion or something like that. You failed all the way around. You failed coming over the Photon show, talking crazy and thinking that you're gonna get me jammed up. You just failed everywhere, man. You a failure. Now go on down there and go reinstate your license and go get your life together. That's what you should be doing. So YM, I do appreciate the warning, but I'm not worried, and I'm damn sure not afraid of nothing. And I know it ain't all about being afraid. It's all about being smart and it's all about being wise. And I'm definitely that. I don't interact with those people. They comes over and mess with me. Period. I got the phone calls. I got the text messages. I got the money that this fool trying to send me and tell me to start talking about someone. Blase, blase. I'm not bothering him. So I don't know what you're talking about. So if you don't care to talk about it, you say you're going to be quiet, and then you're trying to tell me to be quiet, it just don't make no sense. Because if I'm going to give a person a warning, I'm going to be like, hey, guess what? I'm telling you to be quiet because of this, this, and this, and this. Don't nothing make me move or take anything serious until it start getting into the court of law. I don't care about no YouTube. But yeah, but you can hit the Cash App though. Hit the Cash App. $ DONWIN 45. Hit the Cash App, YM. Send me a Cash App. And that'll be cool. That'll be real generous of you. And I would appreciate that. I'm still waiting on to get my first Cash App. I hadn't gotten it yet. Why me going live? I hadn't gotten it yet. So that'll be nice for somebody to hit the Cash App. Now I'm hitting a lot of Cash Apps around here. I know why I am. I can be funny. I can have fun. I can enjoy things. And I'm not don't take nothing personal, because I'm not mad. You know, you speaking your truth, and that's cool. So, and I'm not getting upset about that. Yeah, let me read Spengali chat. I love reading Spengali stuff she put in the chat, because I don't care what y'all say about this woman and how y'all feel about this woman. Since I have gotten to know this woman is accurate more time than she's off. I put her in mind with the clutch field goal kicker, Adam Vinatieri. Used to kick field goals for used to be the kicker for the New England Patriots. So she's very accurate when you need her. So it's been gotta be on point with her shit. So yeah, you're right. The criminals keep on going back and forth on the camera, committing crimes. You know, and yeah, exactly. Since he was 19, been a felon since then. And you're right. There are also, those kind of people are very, very predictable. Very predictable. You know exactly where they're going to be at. Because I want to know, was it Kip's fault? Was it Smoke fault? Was it AFW, AAS fault? For this man driving around and don't have driver's license and not paying his child support? Hell, I didn't do that to him. Now, Triggs claims that he is not Laquan Fisher. But every time we pull Laquan Fisher chain, there go Triggs talking. So which is it? Laquan Fisher lives in Conyers. Now, where was Triggs with the mask set yesterday? He was over in Conyers. Conyers, Georgia, to be exact. For those that don't live here in the state of Georgia, that's Conyers, Georgia. Yeah, and Spengalis got a privacy complaint from Laquan Fisher. Laquan Fisher, I'm telling you, if you are listening to Laquan Fisher, I do want you to do what you got to do. If you feel as though that you got to sue me, be my guest. Be my guest. Be my guest. Do what you got to do. But we all got to face our accusers. It's no doubt. So, I understand all this stuff that y'all talking about, RICO cases and all that. Nobody's moved by that. Nobody's afraid of that. Because I know I have sued a lot of people, and I've collected a lot of money taking these people to court. And I do know this, here in the state of Georgia, when you're taking someone to court, you take their nickname to court, any alias, they're going to ask you, well, is there any alias that they use? Yeah, write that down. What are their government name? Put that down. Any alias that they go by? Yeah, put that down. Because see, that is one entity. So I'm going to fill y'all in on that. That is one entity. Even though that they are separate entities, you bringing them all to court. All of them is coming to court. Whether you want to go by L. Fisher, D. Winters, Don Winters, all them names will be put down. Keeping it plain, all that will be lumped in and put down, and we're going to bring all of them to court. Man, I'm just trying to give y'all the information here, man, how this shit really works. But what do I know? I'm just a truck driver. I'm just a truck driver. I don't know nothing. Yeah, these people run around and giving privacy complaints and all that kind of stuff, and they all tied up in this shit. I don't get it. But time will tell. But it ain't gonna shut me up. I'm gonna still talk about what's going on in the sector and things of that nature, and let the chips fall where they may. And I'm cool with it. So please take my recordings and use them against me, because I'm not gonna privatize nothing. I'm not gonna put nothing on private. I'm not gonna do nothing. If you feel as though that what Kip is saying up here can have Kip wind up in jail or stand before a judge, by all means, use my own words against me. Because I think I was able to do that against Triggs and DJ Donwin. Because it wasn't Kip words that got drama fired. It was his own words and his own action. Did you ever tell him that, YM? Did you ever tell him that? Oh man, I'm telling you, I'm just trying to provide a little entertainment, being that it's Easter Sunday and this is a Christian nation and most people are out celebrating Easter, and I'm just trying to give a little entertainment to this somewhat holiday Sunday here, or however you want to look at it. But you know, yeah, they just get back to yesterday, what they tried to do, and they tried to spring the trap on a person, but They don't. I'm telling you, these people are really slow. They're not smart. They're not smart at all. They're not smart. You know. And that's all I can say on that. They're not smart, man. Y'all really need to think before y'all do some things. And understand that this little bit of stuff that y'all be out there doing to try to think y'all will get people to jump out their character and jump out their skin and get them out there to commit crimes, it don't work like that. It don't. I hear y'all all the time repeat things like, know your person, know the person. Y'all say these things, but y'all people really are dumb as shit. Because y'all do not practice what you preach. You don't. But I can assure you this, and I'm going to speak for Kip, but I will think that people like Smoke, Spengali, and Rev G, and a few other people that I deal with will share this sentiment with me, that nobody is afraid of nobody. Because I am not afraid of nobody who shit over 2 pair of shoes. Kip's not. It's just the people that I choose to engage with. Because I got a past and a history on some of these people, and I know what they like to do. And I know what they try to set you up for. Not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Not over here. Not over here. I would take a page out of Smoke book. I don't know you. I don't know you people. I don't know you. Yeah. So, you know, that's that. So, because I could care less what group you belongs to, what organization you belongs to, any of that. I could care less about any of that. Nobody's going to make me move when I don't want to move. Nobody's going to make me talk when I don't want to talk. Nobody's going to make me dance when I say I don't want to dance. Understand we got choices here. See, everybody thinking like, oh, we can count on Kip going there. Kip will be there. No. And I can care less what anybody think about me. Remember, I'm always do things to keep me out of jail. I'm always do things to keep me on the other side of the law and not breaking the law. That's what smart people do. See, I'm able to set out today. It's nice, cool, and breezy out here in the A. And I'm able to sit out here and just enjoy myself, take in the cool weather and things of that nature, and enjoy life. Because nothing is enjoyable when you locked up behind bars or you caught up in the judicial system and people trying to drag you up and down that system. There's nothing nice about that. That's why smart people know how to move out here. They're not dumb people. Now, YM, if you're still in that chat, I do appreciate you. I really do. And like I say, you're welcome to stay. You're welcome to continue to chat. And if you want me to talk about something, you're more than happy to type it in there and say, well, what about this, Kip? I'm showing you. I will show you and say what, and let you know that I'm able to get out and exercise my First Amendment right and do it and have fun with it. I know how far to go with this. I know what to do and what not to do when it comes down to my First Amendments. I know. I don't have to be told this or give me a warning. I know what I can do and what I can't do. Now, maybe you, YM, is probably used to people threatening you and things like that, because if I was scared out of my pants every time that somebody choose to threaten me or with lawsuits and all this, I walk around in my underwear for the rest of my goddamn life. People gonna always do that. Remember, I'm looking for what everybody else looking for. I'm like Floyd Mayweather now. Shit, I'm broke. I'm looking for somebody to sue. Anybody violate me, I'm trying to take you to court. And that's real shit. Oh man. Oh man. Now, Wham, if you gonna come over here and you gonna talk in the chat and things like that, what I want you to do is be honest. Just like you come in and you give statements, you make statements and things like that. Now, if I ask you a question, I'm expecting you to be honest with me and just tell the truth. Now, I got a question for you. Are you mad because Front Porch Friday is closed down? Are you mad because we messed up DJ Drummer? Be honest, because you used to be over there a lot now, YM. So, if you're still out there in the chat, I threw that at you, YM, and if you feel free to talk about it. If you want to put in the chat, answer that question. If not, then it is what it is. Oh, okay. You're not mad. Okay. So you're saying that you're not mad at the fact that Drama lost his job and Front Porch Friday is a black hole now. So you telling me that. So I want to make sure that we're clear on that, because I asked you that question. And you just put in there saying, I'm not mad at anything. Now that's pretty broad, because I didn't ask a broad question. I gave a definitive question to you, and I didn't make that broad statement like that. So you gave me a broad answer. So you want to play some of my games. I said this on TMK show. I said whatever happens, happens. Now that ain't what I asked you though. That ain't what I asked you. I asked you, are you mad because are you a fan? Were you a fan of DJ Drama, which is cool, because you used to be over in this chat? And are you mad because Front Porch Friday it's a black hole over there now? It no longer exists. Now I'm being honest with you. You come in posing statements and posing questions on me, and I'm elaborating on your statements, and I'm answering your questions. So can you give me that same thing back? Because see, that's one thing about Kip. I don't care what y'all say about me. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna lie on nobody. I'm not gonna add to the truth, and I ain't gonna take away from it. I'm gonna tell it just like it is. There it is. See, I know I was gonna get to the bottom of this. Now, that's what I'm talking about. I know that like is being liked. You threw that out there, being lightly with the like. But we know that you love DJ Drama. So see, look, YM, if you are on the jury by you loving DJ Drama and he got a connection with Triggs, you could not be on the jury. They got to kick you off. You tainted. But at least you're honest, though. At least you're being honest, and I respect that. I respect that. Cause see, I was gonna get that out of you one way or another because I knew it was in you. So and I respect that. You're honest. Yeah, Smoke. I gotta throw up a laughing emoji as well. I don't know why these people be coming over and be trying to fool people and thinking that they running all these misdirection plays on you and all that stuff and think you supposed to, you supposed to miss this stuff. Well, you say I got you. You came in earlier. You warned me that this. You didn't call a name. You didn't say a name. You said that he's 2 steps ahead of you, and I think you ought to be quiet. Oh, okay. I see you down there, Smoke. You gave a question. No, Corey. Smoke. That'll never be fixed. I don't care to fix that, man. I don't care to fix that. Hold on, thank God. Okay. No, I don't care to fix that, Smoke. I really don't. I'm gonna leave that where it is. I don't care to fix it. I'm not gonna try to fix it because these people could never come with the truth. All they get up and do is make broad statements and give a whole bunch of going around the mulberry bush with everything. They could never get out and say what Kip done. All it is, Kip is this, Kip is that. Okay, prove that. You and I had a whole bunch of one-on-one talks. Prove that I backstab you in any kind of way, as you called me. So that shit don't make no sense, Smoke. Oh, you got something to say about the transplant? Okay, what you got to say about the transplant? No, I didn't know. I didn't know about that. But see, okay. Okay, you say it's clearly not a scam. Okay, all right, right. So there's a lot of things sometimes get advertised, and the Somalis. And I'm not saying this to Corey. I'm not saying this to him. The Somalis advertised a whole bunch of stuff in Minnesota about the daycare centers and all that kind of stuff. The eating centers, the feeding centers, all that, and they got their money from the government, and it turned out to be a scam. They had all kinds of advertising. Now, one might say, Kip, there you go, saying this about someone's family member, and I ain't said nothing. I'm just only answering your question. You say it's clearly not a scam, and I gave you a scam that actually went on, and it was made all through the state, all in that area. I know Minnesota. I lived in Minnesota for a little bit. It's cold as fuck there. I lived in Rochester. I didn't live in the Twin Cities, but I lived in Rochester, Minnesota, the home of the Mayo Clinic, the home of IBM, International Business Machine. All the people had their headquarters there. So I know a little bit about Minnesota, and it's cold as fuck there. But they ran a scam there, and they pulled it off. So things can be advertised in a lot of places. Doesn't mean that is all legit. That's all I'm saying. But no Smoke. I care never to mend those bridges I care never to talk to this man again or none of that. No. No. I'm not going to continue to take the threats and all that. I'm not going to continue to take that. You know? So, before I take action on that. See? Because in the grand scheme of all this stuff, Kip didn't start none of this stuff with none of these cats. I didn't start it. And that's one thing I can say about Allen. At least Allen came clean with it and just said, no, Kip done nothing to me. He just messed with one of my ops. Okay. But that's not my op. A lot of people talk to a lot of people that I'm not particularly fond of and what have you. But that's your life. That's who you choose to deal with. Whether you just dealing with the person online or offline. I mind my own business and keep it moving. But my whole thing of this, the way I look at it, I would never be cool with somebody and to throw somebody else under the bus to have somebody else to come over and fuck with me. Now, I don't move like that. If you don't mess with that person, then you just don't mess with that person. Don't get me wrapped up in your shit. Or giving me the sideways look. It is what it is. That's what I'm saying. You know, and I appreciate that, YM. At least you stood on truth. And I got that out of you, how you felt about drama. And I'm glad. Because I know that's what the only thing that you can be really upset about. Because I don't have interactions with you. You know. So, I get it. You know, y'all got people that y'all cool with and y'all don't want to see them get messed up in real life. See, now what you should go do, YM, and if you got any kind of contact with Drummer, you know what you should have been telling him? While he was doing the shit that he was doing over there on Front Porch Friday, you should have told him to shut the fuck up. And leave people alone. Honestly. See, that's just like okay, if I knew D. Darrell was doing the shit that he was doing, regardless of how I felt about him and I would have some type of conversation with each other from time to time, I would have told D. Darrell, hey man, I wouldn't be fucking around like that. I would have said it on the internet, I wouldn't have done him like that, but by us having a line of communication behind the scenes, I would have told him that. Say, hey man, I wouldn't do that shit if I was you. Stop that shit. Now, I couldn't make him stop. But I would have let him know that, hey man, that kind of shit there, which I know you continue to go fuck with that, you going down the wrong road and where it's going to lead you to. Now, I would have said things like that, even though I know he is a grown man with an adult brain that fully understands what the fuck he's doing and what he's getting himself involved with and know the consequences of it. I would at least still said that to him behind the scenes. Okay, you said what now? I'm reading the thing here. For the real, I said the same exact thing when he was talking too much. I said stop talking, laugh out loud. Right back then too, and I'm correct now. What? See, D. Darrell, see, okay, I get you, YM. You said D. Darrell was talking. D. Darrell was out there breaking the law. That wasn't talking, didn't get D. Darrell in trouble. Breaking the law did. That's what got him in trouble. Okay, so you'll come back to my channel with a fact. So I just started this channel, YM. I just started this thing. I really did. I just started this channel, stuff like that. But I do YM appreciate the engagement and stick around. We can talk about a lot of stuff. I got no problem with that because I know I'm not out here breaking the law. And these are facts. They come get you when you break the law. You break the law, they coming to get you. Yeah, they come get you. They lock you up. Yeah. And they'll dress you out in their clothes, strip you down, tell you to jump in a shower, throw lye or that baby powder or whatever that shit is all over you, and give you some more rough ass drawers to put on, and you gonna put on an orange jumpsuit with some Bob Barker goddamn shoes, and they gonna send you upstairs or downstairs or wherever they gonna put you at. Yeah. And you wait to yourself till you make bail or you go to court. One of the two. And before you leave a facility, they're going to make sure that they get everything back from you. They shoes, they drawers, and they jumpsuit. You got to give all that back. You got to get that back. Let me stop being silly. But the shit is the truth, though. You know. But YM, I want to ask you this. Why don't you put in the chat what you wanted me about? I'd like to know that. And we can talk about it. Because according to you, I have broke the law enough and done whatever I have done enough to be waiting on my punishment. So let's talk about it. I know, Wham, you sort of like me. You're not that liked over here in this sector. You're not that light. So I get it. Smoke, did I answer your questions though, Smoke? I don't know if I answered your question, bro. You put in the chat yes or no if I answered your question about what you put up. You saying you hope we're able to, get things fixed and all that kind of stuff, and I responded saying it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna let bygones be bygones and I'm gonna move on. Okay. Well, you say nothing on YouTube, whatever gets you mad. I get it. When you answer the thing about drama, I get it. Well, I tell you what, I'm not gonna never say don't nothing get me mad or doesn't nothing get my attention. I'm gonna respond like this. Nothing will get me to the point where I will get out here and break the law. Because that's all that matters. And nothing will get me to the point where I will jeopardize my my livelihood, what feeds me. That'll never happen. I'll never let it get to that point. And then also just my character. Because I would never get out here and publicly just outright disrespect special groups and just talk about people and things like that. For people being special needs, people who's dealing with certain illnesses, things like that. That's why I draw the line at with certain things. I never get out here and mess my character up like that. So, or as the people said in the internet world, your brand. So I'm not here to mess my brand up, and that's me. Like I say, this is this open topic, and if there's any other thing that you guys want to talk about, feel free to put it in the chat, and we'll discuss it. We'll talk about it. Anything you feel as though that Kipton overstepped his boundary, or Kipton talked too much about whatever, put it in the chat. We'll talk about it. So, and there it is. YM, are you done talking to me for the day? Yep, I have. Now elaborate on that. Elaborate on that. See, that's still being broad. There's so much that Machiavelli talked about. So let's talk about some of the things that he talked about. Come on. It's a host of things. Let me put that out there. We talk about it. You take some of the things out the book and we talk about it. I don't think I showed my hand. I haven't shown my hand. One tried to get me to show my hand the other day. See, because a person have a conversation or get you to talk and things like that, or whatever the case may be, you'll never know what I'm thinking. You'll never know what I'm doing. See, what appear to be, it won't be when it comes down to kill. And I think when I open up, I don't know if you was in when I opened up, I talked about being able to pick me out of a crowd. Because you have an actual picture of me, I can still hide in plain sight from you. And you wouldn't know me. Because I'm steady saying, because you have a picture of me, you don't know my mannerism. You don't know my posture. You don't know how I walk. You don't know how I stand. You don't know how I sit. You would really have to get up on me, or I would really have to reveal myself and say, yes, this me, or me get to talking for you to know. So that's why I don't care about people knowing my picture. Now guess what? YM, I'm going to show what this person made so many mistakes yesterday. Simply by camming up. Doesn't matter that you're turning the camera on yourself. I'm knowing your every move. I'm knowing where you are out in that parking lot. I could have been across the street. I could have been down the road. I'm looking at this device, and I'm gonna know exactly where you are. But you wouldn't know me coming towards you. or walking in their direction, I promise you would know. Now, I think you ought to be giving these other people advice on that. We smart people over here. Before I do anything, I'm going to sit down and talk with wise people, smart people. That's why I'm going to surround myself with educated, smart people. If I am the smartest person in the bunch, it's time for me to go. It's nothing I can learn anymore. I got to go get myself around people who are smarter than me, where I can grow. All this, we tying this up on right here, what we talking about, what you talking about, Machiavelli saying, don't show your hand. And we going into details about this. And I can spread this thing out like paint. See, nobody never heard me speak like this. You don't know. You don't know me, YM. Just like a lot of, I'm there to tell you, you don't know. Just like a lot of people in this sector don't know me. And that's the truth. But I know smart people when I see them, and I just hear them speak, and how they conduct themselves. And Spengalis is a smart woman. Now, does that mean that smart people don't sometimes slip up? Yeah, that happens. Hell, I slip up sometimes. Everybody do that. But when you slip up, how fast are you able to recover? That's the thing of it. See, I won't get out here knowingly breaking the law, and I get jammed up, and then I want to complain about the system. It's the white man's system. They're always picking on a black man and all that goofy shit. And all you simply have to do is obey the law, respect the law. Don't worry about what another person might get away with. They're not going to allow you to get away with that. Just understand that. So you have to move a different way. This shit called life is not hard. Sometimes you make it hard. All right, YM, what else you got for me? Do you want to continue to talk about Machiavelli with the power of not showing your hand? It's like playing poker. It's like dealing with anything in life. Try it sometimes. Just try this sometimes. Bid on something, and when they say we're gonna take the lowest bid, and you get in and you bid on it, we'll take something real simple. And you bid on it, you say, okay, you may value that, may look at that thing as being maybe $200, and then the person say, okay, well, just give me your bid on it, give me your offer on it, and you say $70, and they say, okay, I take it. Then you be like, damn, I wonder if I could have went lower than that, they probably would have gave me more. I mean, they would have took less. Try this shit sometime. It could be a head scratcher. Oh, okay. You said that's all for now. You just came to warn me. Okay. I'm not ignoring you. How am I ignoring you? I'm engaging with you. I'm not ignoring you. How am I ignoring you? Tell me how I'm ignoring you. Now, if you think that somebody can get out here and try to attach me to certain people, attach me to a group, attach me to an organization, or what have you, you got to have proof of that. That I'm a part of something. Just mere facts alone, me talking to somebody or saying something to somebody, don't make me part of whatever. Now, I'm saying that because people threw out stuff yesterday talking about RICO cases. So, but a lot of times people talk about things that they don't be really knowing what the fuck they talking about, especially over here in this sector here. You question, do they really know what they talking about when they go to talking about a RICO case? Because if you're going to try to attach someone to a RICO case, somewhere along that way, you're going to have to tie these people together doing crime together. Just the mere fact of saying, oh, that's a RICO case. You people tied to RICO. Okay, you say, no, I mean, whatever you decide, but you're in a very bad position right now. That's all. Okay, great. That's good. I'm in a bad position. Good. Good. So I wish you would elaborate on it more. I wish you would. Because by you knowing so much that I'm in a bad position right now, either you got to be in on it to know all of this. But hey, man, that's cool. That's fine. That's fine. But I'm sorry, YM, if I hurt your heart and stole your superstar from you, DJ Drama. Like I say, you can go back and have communication with him. You got communication with him, right? You should be able to go back and talk to it. You should be able to do that. You should be able to still go communicate with the man. Come on now. Shit. I didn't take that away from you. And matter of fact, I probably did you a favor. Now you can have more time to talk to him. He ain't so busy on Friday no more. So you can talk to him now. You know? Shout out to my good friend Spengali's out there. Because he always, and Smoke, because these people are always going to give me good advice. See, they always going to tell me the truth, whether I like it or not. I will shout out somebody else, but I'm going to keep that personnel anonymous. I'm not going to bring that person name out and stuff like that. I don't think that person will probably want to know that we communicate and things like that, because when these people find out that you communicate with certain people and they get that, they want to start attacking that person and stuff like that. So I would definitely keep that person name anonymous and things like that. They won't let that out. So well, yo, YM, seemed like you and I only got the conversation here, and I'm quite sure there's other people out there listening, but yeah, I'm enjoying this conversation between you and I really am. I'm enjoying this interaction. So feel free to bring up other topics, to bring up other conversations. Feel free. Now that I'm in all this trouble, No, you didn't say trouble. You said bad position. I'm in a bad position right now. So since I'm in this bad position, yeah. Yeah, I love it. Oh man. Hey, Smoke, I know you still listening. You see what I'm saying, man? When you go to pull it on certain coattails, when you go to bringing people's name up like Unc, uh, we have already pushed Drum off the porch and go to, talking about Triggs, and you go to bringing up other people's name. You see how people go to saying that, oh, why are you doing that? Now all of a sudden, you're in so much trouble. But I don't get it. People bring up AAS name, they bring up Rev G name, they bring my name up, but none of these people are ever warned. And all I'm looking at, Rev G, Spengali, myself, Smoke. Not only we're not going to jail, but we're not in trouble. We're not in trouble with the law. But mighty funny, these very people that y'all are upholding and y'all got all these high regards for, and all this being so noble and looking at these people as being so respectful, these niggas are going to jail. These niggas are on the cuffs of going to jail. These people are losing their jobs. And some of these people just outright just quitting, giving up on life. But people over here, the people that y'all talks about all the time, people that is thriving, winning, obtaining material stuff, being also for his health wise. I don't hear people go saying, people that I talk to saying that they can't get out the bed in the morning time and they got to take all this kind of medicine and they got to smoke 2 blunts and drink a beer and rub on the white girl from time to time, and that when they're able to get up and be able to get out the bed. No, people just saying they getting up, feeling great. And see, that's not no attack on people who are sickly. Now, I'm not saying that. Now, let me tell you one thing. YM. That layout over there at that plaza, since we can get back on that a little bit. It's got trees all around there. All that. You never know. I could have been on a tree. Because, see, I'm just that athletic and just that strong that I can still climb trees. I can still do all that shit. If the branches are heavy enough, I'm strong enough to hold me, I'm going up them trees. I'm going up that tree. Some of these people can't do that. So I could be anywhere. I could have been posing as an ice cream man. I could have been posing as me selling something at a kiosk. Never know. Everything is covert and you out there jumping around like an idiot. Hey man, I'm just trying to give you guys a little lesson, some information, and how to move and operate around this place without being seen. That's it. You standing out in plain view. Nobody know who you are. Now, y'all gonna be, now you go places. You talking about meet somebody, you gonna start going, look at the person who's standing out. If he's selling water, you gonna go look in his face. Or I could be out, or I could be out with the little girls at the standing at the table with the little girls selling Girl Scout cookies. Yeah, could you buy some Girl Scout cookies today? You never know. Oh my God. Enough of that. Enough of that. I'd have a little fun with that, but let's try to teach people something. What do you think about that, YM? Oh, I hurt your little feelings. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I hurt your little feelings with drama. I'm sorry. Oh man. All right, it's open topic here. Like I say, man, I'm just chilling, having some fun. And is there anything else that you guys would like for me to elaborate on and talk about and what have you? I'll put my best foot forward. Now you got to understand, long as Kip gonna have this channel going on over here and moving forward with other channels, you're not gonna get what you get with these at these other shows. You're not gonna get it because see, just by me talking to grown-ups, I should be able to grab your attention just with my words. So therefore, you're not gonna see stuff, firecrackers popping all up on the goddamn screen, and got birds and ducks going across the screen making all kinds of noises. That shit for children. That's what a child would like. Be like, oh. They'll be like, the kid will be down there, be like, oh, that's nice. Look at there. Look at the bubbles. Look at the bird flying. That shit for little children. Over here, I'm talking to grown-ups. So if you were looking for all that, the 3D screen, 4D screen, or whatever they got going out here right now, you look for all that shit there, you ain't gonna catch that over here. You just not gonna catch it. None of that. No. You'll get some straight talk over here. And that's that. Yeah, Brixton, you got a block ass head. You right. Okay, you say you come in peace. Hey, Brixton, let me say this, man. You're welcome over here, bro. Because let me say this before I read your comment. You're welcome over here. Just come with respect. And what I mean by that, I don't care about you trying to clown me or say jokes about me. That don't bother me. But when you start being disrespectful to people in the chat and you start being disrespectful to my family, you got to go. But I want to say you're always welcome. You're welcome over here with your comments. You're welcome over here with your questions. So is that fair enough, bro? Because I talk shit to you too. You know, I called you Blockhead. I gave you that name, Blockhead. Okay, now I'm gonna read your question here. You say you come in peace. In my Blockhead, how come you pulled up at the Hive, but you draw the line on Burlington? Hey, for you, Brixton, I'm gonna answer that question because dealing with this certain person, I knew that nothing would ever be on the up and up. It was tainted. It was going to be a curveball thrown. So with me, knowing that, if I came to Burlington, I would have been covert. I would have been seen and not saw. Now with the Hive, that was a different story. You know, totally different. And I hope that answered your question. Now, did I answer your question with that? Brixton, put in the chat if I answered the question. Then, if not, let me know what you feel like I didn't answer, and I'll try to elaborate on it, or I'll say, well, I done my best. Now look at YM. There you go, YM. You jumping back out. You jumping back in the chat. You see Brixton. But Brixton, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I know I hurt y'all when I took y'all boy out, Drama. I know, man. I know y'all ain't gotten over that yet. I understand, man. But time heals all wounds, and it heals all feelings. Just keep on living. You'll be all right. You'll be able to live with it. It was just like when my ex-wife and we divorced, and cause see, I'm a man, and I can be honest. It was hard for me to see her with somebody else. Now when I see her now, well, she's remarried now, so I see her now, I throw my hand up at her, hey, what's going on? It's like that now. See, time healed that. If you get what I'm saying. Yeah, he coming back. He coming back. When is he coming back, Brixton? When he's coming back? Let me know when he's coming back. You know when he's coming back? Because we've heard all kinds of dates that he's supposed to be coming back. I don't know. Some say, I think the last I got was saying October the 8th. Or that smoke date when he's going live. Well, goddamn. See, I'm getting it all mixed up. October the 8th, September the 8th, August 8th, some shit like that. What you got? What you got, Brixton? Let me know what you got when he's coming back. Oh, May something. Oh, you don't have the exact date. Okay. All right. Well, you happy Drummer coming? You happy your boy Drummer coming back? I know YM will be. Now I want to ask y'all this. Since y'all are drama lovers and fans of drama, did y'all do the right thing by Drama? Because y'all egged him on. Y'all was the part of the Jerry Springer crew over there. Yeah, there you go. You got you got that reunion going back on over there. Hey, see Brixton, you see how we could have fun together, man. We could have fun together when we have fun in the right way and not attack and not go and not hit below the belt. We can have a lot of fun together. See, we can talk about this and what have you. And we can laugh and talk shit with each other. Yeah, so I'm glad you admit that you was a part of the Jerry Springer crew. Yeah, but now, since you are an open member, you letting everybody know that you're part of that crew. Now, did you do anything to help him at his low point? Did y'all gather up any money? Did you send anything across the pond to him? YM, I know she's very hurt. I think she's more hurt than you, Brixton. And did y'all do anything to help him besides giving kind words? Come on now. You can answer the question. That's cool if you don't. I get it. But I'm saying, Really, y'all cost him his job. Would you say that, Brixton or YM? Would y'all say y'all helped cause his job? Y'all created that atmosphere for him to lose his job? Now let's be honest about it. Now we can talk, because I'm all about honesty. You can ask me a question, I'm gonna answer it, and I'm gonna be honest about it. So you asked me about the Burlington and the Hive. I'm gonna answer it honestly. No, I wasn't there, and I gave my reason why I wasn't there. All right. Oh, Spengali got something down there. How do you fix something with a backstab big mouth? Okay. Now wait a minute. Now Brixton, come on, man. How in the heck you gonna try to turn that around on me and say I was the catalyst? No. How? No way. No way. Now I'm not the kind of person that go around and cry victim. But I can say that I was unfairly attacked. No reason. I was attacked. My family was attacked by him for no reason. Because he was yet to produce the reason he say he came at me. He said I attacked his wife. He was not able to produce any of that. Now I know you probably gonna be saying, I got you, Kip. I got you, and I got you question. That's the same thing that you doing to Triggs. And that's not true. That was multiple things that this guy have done to me. A lot of things. Besides that. Now I don't care to go back down that road again with that. I think I made that clear in whatever that series that Smoke called that series. I don't know what Smoke called that series, but Smoke got a lot of shit over there that we talked about over there in that series. That's whatever Smoke named them. I don't know what he named them, but Smoke good about giving them names. I don't know if it was Omaha. I don't know, but he had a lot of names for a lot of that stuff. So, yeah. All right, Spengala, what we talking about backstabbing here? What we talking about here? And who was the big mouth? If you care to speak on it. If you care to, talk a little further in the chat. If you don't, then it is what it is. But Brixton, you got to elaborate on that a little bit more, man. I don't know how I can be the catalyst of his actions though. I don't understand that. Now come on, let's talk. Let's be, like we say, let's be honest with each other, and we'll be fair. Now, where's the proof that I did that I said anything about his wife? I'm assuming that's what you are insinuating with. Now we can be straight up with each other, and we can have honest, open conversations, because what's been done has been done. Okay, that's what I'm saying, Brixton. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that it didn't happen, Brixton. It didn't happen. I never said anything about this man's wife. Now, I get it, Brixton, how you may feel about me and everything like that. That's cool. And I'm not trying to gain friendship or anything like that. But I'm saying if we're going to communicate, if we're going to have a dialogue with each other, we have to be honest, and we have to weigh things on facts, not feelings, not emotions, because that do not hold up in the court of law. The only thing hold up in the court of law is facts. That's it. Would you agree with that? Now, you said the back and forth started that way. But yet, Drama never proved his case. And let's be straight up about it. Now, I doubt if Hood Conservative is probably in the clouds or anything like that. I doubt it. But Hoodie know that I was on his panel. I summoned Drama to the panel where we can have an open discussion about everything. I told him I can come to your show, to your panel, and you can ask me any question you want to ask me, and I would elaborate on it. Because I didn't have my channel. You guys know I didn't have no channel at that time, a channel up and running. And I asked him, in return, you come to a panel of my choice, and I do the same to you. You know what he said? No way. So, seems as though that these people wasn't about getting down to facts, getting down to solving things, getting down to stomping out and putting out these fires, as they say. They was only interested in keeping the back and forth up with the foolishness and the innuendos, as they say, keeping the bullshit up. Not looking for no kind of resolution, not looking to solve anything at all. Now, mind you, anybody up here that's in this sector, no matter what the heck they say, no one wants their family attacked and put all out here on the big screen. Some are bothered by it more than others. It's just the way it is. But at the end of the day, when you ask the question, nah, man, I'd rather just leave the family out of it. But why? You think that somebody would not want to come to the negotiation table to cease all that? See, I was willing to do that, Brixton. Now, I don't know if you knew this or not. But now, and I think Hoodie's not a big fan of me, and I'm not a big fan of Hoodie. But I know this for a fact. I really believe Hoodie will stand on integrity if you ask him that question, that would happen over there on his panel that day. And he'll say, yeah, Kilp did offer that. He did make that gesture to Drama. And Drama turned it down. Because he wanted to continue to perpetuate to the Jerry Springer crowd. And get the cash outs. And get all that kind of stuff. And get all that behind the scene money. Now, if you still out there, Brixton, I can talk about this now. And when he did me like that, when he slapped my hand back, when I reached out to negotiate with him, I said to myself, I'm going to get that mofo, no matter what it takes. That's me not knowing that he was right here in my backyard. I didn't know that at the time. But I vowed to myself that I was going to get that mofo, whatever it takes. Because that was the ultimate disrespect. Now, I know what you're saying now. Got you again, Kilp. Triggs is reaching out to you. No, he's not. Everything he do is a trap. Everything is done is for clicks and views. It's for to make mockery, to bring shame. No. And understand, I didn't start this. I didn't start this with any of these mofos out here. Now, I hope that answers your question.
And if you got any other questions for me, I'll be more than happy. If you want to talk about that for a little bit, we will. Let me see what Smoke talking about with his comment here. Yeah, Smoke. Yeah, they would do that stuff for wages, anything. I say they just speak against it. Yep, that's true. And I had to realize these people hate me and didn't care. Those are facts, Smoke. When we talk, I told you that. I stopped you. I said, Smoke, look, you can stop these kumbaya situations. It's not gonna happen, bro. I don't care what you do or what you say. These people are not effing with you. It's only to get you on your knees. And I know you ain't taking it away because we love, we got a lot of people over here love that that gay shit so much. But we always know before they start insinuating with all this gay shit, when a person make you bow down on your knees, they making you submit that you have lost, you have given up, not nothing else. Now, I said to you that, Smoke, I don't care what you do. Now, they may want to bring you to your knees, but that's only to embarrass you, to twist the dagger in you more. They not never fucking with you. Period. It's to make every time that they want to unleash their frustration, get tension off, they got you in that corner saying, there goes Smoke. What's the name that made me mad? Let me go kick this nigga. That's all it is. That would have been it. That's what you've been used just as a pinata, as a punching bag. So why put yourself in a fucking situation like that and have people mistreat you and abuse you like that? No. Hell no. I would rather eat shit with a knitting needle before I allow somebody to treat me like that. And I don't care who it is. Yeah, Brixton. Now, we're on that topic. And I know you're excited that your boy's coming back. And I respect that, Brixton. I do. I respect how you feel about it. But if there's anything else that you want to talk about, Brixton, since, if you're curious about anything, I'll be more than happy. We can elaborate on it. We can talk about it. I got no problem with it. But I want to let you know this for the record, Brixton. I never said anything about this man's wife. I never attacked this man's wife. Now, that's that. Okay, Spengala's saying this is in response to Smoke comment. Okay. You say you're in and out. Okay. All right. You're in and out of there. All right. No. Yep. So, Brixton, that's where we at with it, man. That's where I'm at with it. And like I say, I'm here. It's an open topic. Talk about whatever want to be talked about. We'll talk about it, and there won't be no shame or anything like that. I'm gonna give you the raw truth about this, uncut version about it, and that's that. Yeah. But we get it. I know what I'm up against. And everybody that's pretty much understand where I'm coming from, like I understand where they're coming from, they definitely understand what they're up against. Nobody's stupid. Nobody's stupid. So I would never, ever, Brixton, and I can elaborate a little bit more on that Hive and Burlington Coat Factory thing. Anytime, quote unquote, the ops or the enemy invite me anywhere, my guards are always going to be up. Always. I would rather be considered paranoid than walking in being confident, relaxed, like everything is cool. No. That'll never happen. So, I hope we get into the crux of a lot of things, cleaning a lot of stuff up here. Smoke, what you got for me? YM, what you got for me? What you got for me, Brixton? But seriously though, Brixton, don't you see how when you reach out and you talk to people, and we ain't never got to see eye to eye about things, but we can have a level of respect for each other, and maybe our actions will change toward each other when it's like that. You know, I think it would, and that's real talk. Because not only on this internet, this is out here in the quote unquote, well, some people say it ain't the real world, but your interaction out in the real world is the same thing. You know, some people you don't get along with, but if you can have that level of respect, the water will flow on both sides, as they say. But when the disrespect come in, that's when things stop. And that's when you have to stop things to straighten stuff out. And as Malcolm X was said, by any means necessary. I mean, these are facts. And truth as well. Now, why I'm the faded to the black. The faded to the black. Come on now, Brixton. You done trolled me long enough. You've been trolling me for goddamn how long? How long you been trolling me, Brixton? It's been a minute. But now I know you got more questions for me than that because you troll me all the time. Every time I hit the chat, and especially when I'm on the panels. So now, we got a chance right now over at my little bitty, itty bitty channel over here. You and I, we can discuss a whole lot. You can get some good answers out of me. You probably can get some stuff out of me that these people that y'all really look up to, that I won't even much respond to. That you probably can get some answers out of. You can get some answers to a lot of questions. You see how your side had done Paul Mike at 1, 2, 3. They'd reduced them down to nothing. They was paying Mikey 1, 2, 3, they're giving him their little money to get up and act crazy and act silly, be a buffoon. Now look at him now. Now they telling him, get to the back. Get to the back. They don't let him on the panels no more. And if they do, they cut them short. Mikey, be quiet. But as long as he was able to come over and try to troll Smoke Channel, troll the channels that we was on and things like that, and he get, some of the neutral panels, they can get up and talk shit. Fuck Kip, fuck Kip, fuck Smoke, fuck Kip's son. All that was good. But see, we had a plan for Mikey. Now look what P did to him the other day. Kicked him to the goddamn abyss the other day. See? Mikey, they tired of you now, boy. Tired of you. All them little catchphrases that you had that you used to say, that shit ain't funny no more. I'm just telling you, man. When somebody get through with a toy that they made or they designed, and when they find no more use for it, they just break the shit. So Mikey, they done broke you now, boy. They ain't thinking about you no more. So that's where they at with it. Yeah. But now I want to say this, since I do have an open topic here, and I'm kind of moving around a little bit, and that's what an open topic is. We can go back, we can go forward, we can do this. But these people, some of these behind, now they try to call me the behind the scene guy. But you got some people in this sector that is really behind the scenes, that really try to control a lot of stuff and run shows, putting one against the other. And they don't talk about this person. They don't talk about these people. These people's name never come up. But I know who you are. I know a lot of the shit that been started up on account of you. I know. And like Smoke and like Star, I don't mind nobody calling me delusional. I don't mind nobody calling me crazy. I can care less about that. Long as those that know the truth, they know the truth. Those that don't know, they don't know. And those that do know and want to remain crazy and act crazy, that's a choice. See? But we know. We know keeping up a lot of this BS out here. So, and putting these people against each other. Yeah. So, but that's something to highlight, and these things gonna be talked about. But I want to, like I said the other day, I really want to talk about these things with people who was there, people who was on the inside, and people that know, the people that's involved. I wasn't there like that. I wasn't inside like that. I only getting this information from a person that was in on that inside with this, because I wasn't inside like that. I only got it from a person who was on the inside like that. So that's who lenses that I'm looking through. So some things may not all be accurate, and that's why I want to surround myself with people that was involved in this stuff. And maybe I can help them out with something, and maybe they can help me out with things and clarifying the truth. Because my first question would be, what did I ever do to this person for this person not to like me? So that'll be my first thing if I ever had a conversation with this person. You know, well, I pose that question out there. So, but enough of that. I don't have the right people in the at least in the chat. All the people in the chat. I have one of them in there. but I don't have the other part in there, and I would like to do this on a, like I say, on a panel where we can actually conversate and not just pecking away in the chat with this. I don't think that will go so well. I think it'd be a good conversation. Will serve this subject a lot better. Yep. So, well, Bricks, and I was thinking out all the trolling that you done to me when I was on other people's panels and other people's chat. Now I'm over here, you and I talking, and thought maybe you want to know more about the situation. And we can talk, and we can still have fun with it. We can laugh about it. We can do all that. Same to you, YM. I got these I got two of the Jerry Springer crews in the chat today. I like it. Okay, Smoke, take your time. We don't need you to do that, Smoke. We don't need you trying to drive and type at the same time. Just concentrate on that road, man. Oh, wait a minute. No, hell no, YM. Hell no. You got to be part of the Jerry Springer crew. If you say you like drama, you got to like the crew. I can't, no. I can't let you run from this shit. You got that label. That label's on your back. Jerry Springer crew. At least Brixton, I gotta give a shout out to Brixton. Brixton, he accepts his role. Brixton speak loud and proud that he is a part of the Jerry Springer crew, and he's welcoming the Jerry Springer crew coming soon in May, according to Brixton. So there it is. I don't know, Smoke. I don't know what G Gates said. G Gates, hey, I'll talk about you a little bit, G Gates. Yeah, man, look, Gates, I ain't mad at you, dog. I keep telling you we cool. I ain't got no beef with you. I ain't got no problem with you like that. I'm not trying to go at you and demoralize you or anything like that. That ain't my thing, not towards you. You and I, we was cool at one time, and I don't know why you chose to go the other direction on me and throw me under the bus for no reason. I just really like to know that, because I would have never went that direction on you, bro. I would have never done that to you. But you know, you done it to me. Now I know your platform is more sophisticated than mine. You got a lot of bells and whistles over there that you got all set up. I'm not looking to make an investment in this right now with that. Maybe later on. But if you do a live, Gates, I'll be more than happy to come over and come on your panel with all due respect, and we sit down and talk like men, and at the end of the day, we can walk away and still have respect for each other. I don't care anything about the conversation, about, oh, we cool and all that. I'm beyond all that. It's that having that level of respect that goes a long way. Because I don't want to get out here and disrespect you and be disrespectful. So if you have that live, I'd be more than happy to come on your panel. We can talk like men, and we can square all this away, and you and I, we can go on our merry way, and we can have respect for each other. So I think that's only fair enough. Now, But yeah, smoke. That's where I'm with Gates right now. I'm going I'm gonna put down the mantle. I'm gonna put it down. And if you want to have a discussion, we'll have a discussion, and we'll talk about it. And hopefully, after that, we can go on our way. But I don't want to turn this to a blood sport. I don't. I really don't. I don't. Because I know at the end of the day, Smoke, we don't win. That's just like me coming at you. We don't win. Because guess what? The quote unquote the other side don't give two fucks about neither one of us. And that's all I was trying to get Gates to understand. Don't matter what you do. They're not fucking with you, bro. They're only gonna fuck with you when you're talking about certain people. And that's the truth, man. That's the gospel. On this Easter Sunday, it's the gospel. Yeah. So, are you cool with that, Smoke? I don't know if you're still driving. Just be real quick with it. Put a one in the chat or when you get time and say, yeah, Kip, I'm cool with that. If you get time, I don't want you to have an accident out there. All right. Well, look like my two main chatters is gone. YM already come warn me about the storm to come, and they warned me and told me to batten down the hatches, get the patio furniture, get it off the patio, tie it down, put it in the garage, because a tornado or maybe a hurricane will be coming through soon. So I got to get in and get the kids' balls all out the yard, take the bikes, put them in the garage. We don't need take the basketball goal, turn it down. We don't need nothing flying around when this tornado or this hurricane come through. board up the top windows. All the windows on the second floor, please board them up. We don't want them to be blown out. YM, is that the message you tried to give to me? Oh man. Oh man, this live has been pretty cool, man. It's been pretty cool. Hey, look, and all the people in the chat, the few people that I got in the chat, I'm still looking for my first cash out. My very first cash out. I'm still looking for it. I've yet to receive it. $sign DONWIN45. I'm still looking for my first cash out. Live. Still looking for it. I'm yet to get it. So someone could be generous. Anybody but Triggs and Drama, I'm gonna send it back. It would not be accepted. Yeah. Yeah, Brixton, that means that I take a cash out from you too, Brixton. Yeah. So I'm trying to see here, because there's been a lot going on over in this sector here. A lot of things being discussed, a lot of things being talked about, stuff like that, and but we got a lot of stuff coming up. D the rail court date is coming up. And
D the real, if you listening out there, I'm gonna speak on that a minute. If you listening out there. Now this from me to you, D the real. Only you know this stuff. You can gauge the room better than anybody because you're walking in your own shoes. Okay, Bricks, I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna get back to your comment in a minute. I'm gonna make a statement and I'm gonna get back to you. I see you made a comment out there. I'm gonna get back with you. I'm gonna read your comment. I'm gonna get back with it. Now I'm gonna say this about D Darrell. D Darrell, you know this better than anybody. Now, I know you love to lie because you lied on me. I know that a few times. But in spite of all that, D Darrell, you're not in the sector. The courtroom is not the sector, bro. It's not the sector. Let me remind you of that. You can't get out here and think you're going to run these plays, run these narratives on these smart people. I think I just got through mentioning about the court and the court of law only deal with facts. So getting out here thinking that you can run these misdirection plays and things like that, it's not going to work. Now I said all that to say this. You know what's going on. You know your situation. You have to trust yourself and you have to trust your attorney. I'm not telling you nothing that you may not know. Okay, fine. So you can say, well, Kill, what the fuck you trying to give me some advice for? Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear that shit. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to. And I'm cool with that. All I'm saying to you is this. Trust yourself. Trust your attorney. And y'all know the situation better than anybody who's not actually involved with the case or looking in on your situation. And you make the best decision for yourself, bro. Now that's me talking to you. You make that best decision for you. Now, if you feel as though that you got a strong case, you can take it to court and you think you can beat them, by all means do it. But if you think that there's a possibility that might not happen, that's what you got your attorney there for. And try to get the best possible deal that you can get for yourself. Because it makes no sense to continue to put off the inevitable, because there's no way around standing before that judge. You're going to have to stand before that judge and get some type of sentences. I don't care. I don't know what it may be. I don't know. But you're going to have to stand before that judge. There ain't way around that. So, that's me. I spoke on that. And I'm not saying that I'm done speaking on that. I might speak on that again when that situation arrives. I might speak on it some more. And that's that. Alright. Get down to bricks and stuff here. Kip. Triggs tried the same thing. Kinda asked you what he did and was seeking some form of resolution. Yeah, I answered that. I answered that. I answered that, Triggs. Brixton. I answered that question when I said, well, I answered before you asked the question. No, I didn't show that. But I'm talking about other things prior to that. All the shit that he has done. Then I show you an example right there on Photon channel, how they constantly harassing my son. That's sure. I got more. I got emails trying to get my son to talk bad about me and disrespect his father.
No, things won't be spelled out the way that you think they will be spelled out. But what's your point of contacting my son? He don't know you. He don't know Raw B. He don't know y'all. So what's the point of you contacting my son? It was for bad intentions. It was never to be on the up and up. Now, Brixton, let's be men here. And let's be adults here. Because see, almost like I say now, over here you get the truth. We gotta talk, we gotta stand on the truth here. Now I don't know if you have a child or not. I don't know. And I'm not asking you to answer that question. But we'll say for the sake of the conversation that you do have a grown adult child. And I'm going at you, you and I, we talking shit, blase, blase, and your son, your adult child is not even much a part of this. And I reach out and go to talking to your adult child. What would be your reaction? Why are you fucking with my family? Come on, let's be real. I told you now, I don't mind engaging with you if we gonna be real. If we gonna talk truth. And you gonna spit truth back to me. We can have a conversation all day long. It's just the bullshit and the narratives and avoiding the truth. That what fucks with me. I can't deal with that. Now, if you think for one moment that I'm lying, ask them. Ask them to show you what they have sent my son. Ask them. Because I got mine. We got our stuff over here. Ask them. There you go. There you go. I like that. I like that. Now, Brixton, next time you see me on a chat and somebody chat on the panel, you can troll the shit out of me. You can talk stupid. And I'm cool with that. But, and we can have fun like that. But, if you want truth, when we're being serious, then let's be serious. And then we'll get down to a lot of stuff. You see what I'm saying? I think that's only fair. Because y'all can see it sometimes how Photon gets on my goddamn nerves at times when he get the trolling and going all crazy. I can't deal with a lot of that shit. Because most of the time I'm a serious person. Now that don't mean I don't laugh and joke and have a little fun and stuff like that. Yeah, of course I do. I got a silly side to me. But it ain't always be silly all the time. All right. Now, is there anything else that you want to talk about? You want to ask me, Brixton? I'm here. I'm here to get down to it. I really am. And not just for you, that's for anybody in the chat. Because I'm, with this heavy warning that YM just came up and gave me. With the hurricane coming or tornado, however you want to put it, that she have given me. So I'm not afraid. I am armed to the teeth and would be more than happy to prove my case to anybody who's trying to take me to court. And I'm cool with it. Well, you can say that. You can say that, Brixton. Yeah, it probably would have been a. You can say, yeah, it probably been a slam dunk. But look, Brixton, I'm gonna say this to you, bro. Uh, I don't want to. One, I'm gonna say I don't want to give nobody a chance to. Because I definitely, if I'm gonna say this, if I came there, it was definitely not, definitely not to cause harm to nobody, put my hands on nobody, or get in someone's space causing a problem. No, that would have never happened. So I would definitely been under control with that. But number two, I wasn't giving people the opportunity to try to humiliate me, embarrass me in any kind of way by me being there, and people just sitting back collecting cash apps off that. You know, all that. You know, I got plenty of other opportunities to see this guy, LF. So, and not only that, now I want you to answer this question for me, Brixton, here. Okay. Now, that situation yesterday, that's not a controlled environment over there yesterday. Anything could have went down, anything. But now, come October the 21st, there will be an order of control, a level of control. It's not going to be somebody over in the corner with a mask on and all this foolishness. That would not be going on. That would be an order of how things supposed to go. Quietness when it's time to be quiet. When a person says speak, only one person gonna speak. See, that's order. You will get a better understanding out of that than you will ever get out of what was done yesterday. So now you tell me, which would you take? Well, I'm gonna take it from my partner G Gates, as he labeled it, the Burlington Brawl. A, the Burlington Brawl, or C, or B, the courtroom. Now you answer that question for me. You answer that one for me. Yeah. There, everybody would be cammed up. So you can't go in the courtroom with no bandanas on your head, no scarves, no baseball caps, or no hoodie over your head. You can't go up in there with that. You can't go in there with your dog shades on. You got to prove that these are medical glasses. All that stuff. See, that's a controlled environment. That's the word I was looking for. See, and there'll be a level of order. Yeah. And if order, if you choose not to respect the order, then we all know the consequences behind that. All right. Now, do that answer your question, Brixton? And now I'm waiting on your answer, A or B. You let me know, if you or me, which would you take? A or B? All right. I smoke guy. All right, well, I got you coming. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's right, Smoke. Let's talk about that. Yeah, I can share a little bit thing on that. That's why I say I like dealing with smart people. And smart people not only look at a picture or look at something, they will analyze that picture in a way of knowing that, hey, that's not that person. Now, I'm going to challenge you guys out there. Now, there's enough mugshots out there of Laquan Fisher. Now, somebody tell me, was that Laquan Fisher in that mask yesterday? Because, see, to me, that guy's shoulder was much broader, and that guy was bigger than Laquan Fisher on that on the mug shot. And those mug shots, we're talking about the recently mug shots. We're not talking about the ones that was when he was 19 and 25, 30 and 35 and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, Smoke That Power was one of his homeboys. You right, boy. Come on, man. You know that. Come on, man. Who's stupid? Why stupid? Hey, Brixton, don't you make me wait too long on that question, on that answer now. You give me that answer now. We're going to continue to move on. I want you to give me that answer. Okay. Oh, Lord. Here come YM here. Let me see what she got here. If you go see LF on April 21st, so what? What does that do? You already know it's LF. You know what thing though, YM? You know what thing? I like that. I like that. I like that. I really do. I really do that. See, that lets me further know that you are a big old fan. That you a big old fan of drama and intrigues. I get it. I get it. I really do. I get it. I do. But guess what? Guess what, YL? Inquiry Minds wants to know. You know, I got to report the news. I got to put the boots on the ground. You know, I got to do that. The boots got to be put on the ground. I got to go do my one-on-one journalism. Yeah, just for content. Look, I'm not over here threatening nobody. I'm not over here calling people phones. I'm not doing any of that goofy shit. I'm not pulling up, driving by people's houses. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not gonna do it. It's like this, YM, in which you go in a store, someone tell you to leave the store. It doesn't matter. It don't have to be the owner. It don't have to be nothing like that. It can be, it could be a supervisor. Just tell you that. Leave the store. You don't leave the store, they call the cops. And that person can have you trespass from that place. Say, don't come back here no more. Now, I said all that. That's the way I walk around here in life. I'm not going nowhere where I'm not welcome. So I would never get out here and call people and people tell me, hey man, don't you call me no more. Man, don't you come by my house. I'm going to oblige them and walk away and go on by my business. Remember, I always want to be on the good side. I don't want to be on the right side of the law, always. What, you surprised that I admit it? What? Because I said it just for content. It is. What am I doing it for? I'm reporting the news. I ain't got nothing to do with people laughing at what goes on. People laugh at the news. When you put things up, people laugh at it. They make fun of it. I got nothing to do with that. Now, if you're thinking that I'm causing him a problem with him getting a job, now if I go on his job and or everywhere he go and I plaster things up at places that he go try to seek employment at, and I plaster that up, yeah, he might have a case. He might have a case because I am causing him problems. But I'm telling you this, how could he say that and that's all he have done is cause people problems? He says it's for content. I say it's for content. So I don't know what you're talking about. You surprised I admitted to that? You said I'm saying that it has no purpose. I'm just monitoring him. What are we talking about here? What are we talking? I'm just reporting the news. I'm reporting the news that's in the sector. That's it. Stuff that goes on. No more than they go report the news about my son, who's not in this sector, that he brings back to this sector all the stuff that he's brought on my family, talking about my family and what he's brought on me. See, YM, you got to understand YM is this. If there was something out here on Kip, if Kip had a criminal record, they will be discussing that. I don't have a criminal record. So therefore, that's why they start going down the tree of my family and bringing my family to this. I never brought my family over to this sector, not once. Now I heard people saying, "Oh well, your daughter was a." You don't much know my daughter. Y'all don't know my daughter's name. Y'all don't much know her stage name. Y'all don't know nothing about that. She never came out admittedly and openly saying that's my father. You don't know. So you guys went seeking this. See, YM, you need to go study the law. You need to go talk to people that know the law. You got to stop going talk to the people down on the corner who's drinking out of a brown paper bag. You got to do better, YM. You got to do better than that. You got to really go talk to people. See, because look, when I go in and talk to my attorney, see, I don't hold nothing back. I give everything out there. Everything that I've been involved with that's going on, I put it all on the table and we examine it. I cannot hold back key pieces and expecting someone to help me. No, I'm not going to tell them that. I'm not going to show this. Because at the end of the day, I want his best advice or her best advice. And that's putting it all out there. Whether if I messed up or not. So you can put up the best possible defense for yourself. And when it's time to go on your offense, you have your best offense for yourself. If that make any sense. YM, you could continue to think that you're gonna get me in a got you moment. It's not gonna happen because I've done nothing to these people. These people have pursued me. Like they have pursued a lot of other people in this sector. Doing goofy stuff. But I do appreciate your conversation. You can continue to ask questions. Keep asking questions. This is a conversation here. Yeah. Where you at, Brixton? So I know y'all are mad, and I'm glad we getting some of this truth out today that you guys are big mad that y'all uncle got fucked up. And he's trying to reestablish the front porch. But I can assure you this, Brixton. I can assure you this, Brixton. If Front Porch Friday come back, I can assure you this. It would not be nowhere near the original Front Porch Friday. It wouldn't. I can assure you that. Yeah, uncle, nigga. Yeah, uncle. You still ain't gave me your answer, Brixton. I'm still waiting, man. A or B? So that's that. Yeah. I get it. I get it. I get it. Well, how long have I been up here? God damn. I've been talking for over 2 hours. Man, that's a long time. We fat mouthing up here. But the conversation been cool. Been cool. Hey Brixton, you gonna answer that question, man? Now see, now if you want to talk, now the next time you gonna want to talk, and then I ain't gonna talk because I'm gonna say, Brixton, you ever gonna answer that question? I thought we gonna be on the up and up over here, man. Not for nothing. Not for nothing. Now you don't have to, but if we gonna be cordial, let's be cordial with each other. Let's keep it the way it should be. You ask questions, I answer them. Now if I give you a question, I expect you to answer it as well. Now okay? I said A. Let me go back here. What the hell did I say to you? I'll say to you. You said something to me. Let me go back. Let me try to get to this. Things if you knew was LF meeting with you. Okay. I've explained that. I was asking which you, if you was in my position, which would you take? Cause we're gonna go with A, Burlington, the Burlington Brawl, as G. Gates put it. B, the courts. Now, we all know the Burlington Brawl could have been anything. It could have went all kinds of directions because that atmosphere there wasn't a controlled atmosphere. It could have went left, it could have went right. Whole lot of things could have been turned over. Other people could have been brought into play. All that. So a smart person will understand and know that that is a pretty much chaotic scene. Why would you want to put yourself in that kind of situation? And then you look at the other side here. You have a mandatory court appearance on April the 21st. Inside of a courtroom, a controlled atmosphere, no foolishness, nobody walking around with masks on, shielding their identity, and all that. Now, with you knowing that, with all that being said, which one would you take, A or B, Brixton? Yeah. So sometimes it's not all about being brave or not afraid of something. Sometimes it's just good to be smart and you use your intelligence because and your understanding, because those kind of things, they'll keep you out of harm's way. It'll keep you away from bullshit. It'll keep you out of jail, and it'll damn sure possibly save your life. Okay, you said you got a mortgage to pay, mouths to feed. You say you ain't meeting anyone off the internet. I said the same thing. I've been saying that. But that wasn't the question that I asked you. I get it. And kudos to you for that. That's being a smart man. I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do that either. So, now look at that YM. Yeah, you go button your nose where it don't belong. Nobody asks you anything. Questions I ask you, you won't much answer. But you see, but I am not taking things to that. See, I ain't asked you that, Brixton. I just asked you a simple question, A or B, man. See, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all be wanting conversations, but don't want to give conversations. Y'all want to talk when y'all want to talk, and want to give roundabout answers. But you want everybody to give you sincere answers and sincere questions. It don't work like that, bro. Life don't work like that. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. Look who just rolled up in my chat right here. She just she could not. There you go, Brixton. That's all I wanted, bro. God damn, we talked about that for 15 minutes before you was able to give me an answer. And then you gave me some buts and all that shit behind it. All I just say, A or B. That's it. And there you go. You gonna say B, and then you want to give all these buts and ands behind that. God damn. I tell you. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. Welcome to the stage. She is trying to steal black people identity, but still walking around white. Stephanie Collins. All right. Now, you know, Stephanie, we don't care two fucks about each other to a degree, but you in my chat, I'm going to have respect for you, and I'm going to respect you. So, now, I can't say that for other people's chat, but I'm going to say it for mine. All right. Now you saying I should have stayed in the car and watched the live. And figure out who's who and recorded him from your car. If it was LF, you win. If he's got a mask on, you win. If he is not LF, then you. I don't get it. I guess you said if not LF, then you. Let me see what you said. Maybe you're trying to straighten that out a little bit. Don't admit you was there. I don't know. Stephanie. You know, you're a bad attorney. You're a very bad attorney. And no, you're stealing black folks' identity. You're stealing that's what I'm saying. Stealing black folks' identity, walking around as you black. So you masquerade around here like you like you down with black people and all that kind of stuff. Now, I'm gonna have respect for you, Stephanie, because you're in my chat now. You know that now. I'm gonna have respect for you. Now, I'm not gonna talk about you and say bad things about you or anything like that. Now, I'm gonna have some respect. And just like I said to Brixton, YM, if you got questions for me, I get answers. Now, and when I pose a question to you, I just want you to answer the question honestly. That's it. So I'm cool with it. Oh, you thought she was black? I said she's still she walking around stealing identity of people. She doing that of black people, but she walking around in a white skin. So okay, okay, all right, all right, all right. Hold on. Now, okay, okay. Steph, you asked the question. You asked the question. Okay, hold on. Let's see what you say about here. You appreciate it, but you just said some crazy shit to me. But it's all good. Yeah, I know, I know. I told you, Stephen, we don't care two fucks about each other. But I'm gonna still keep it. I'm gonna keep it on a level of respect. Now I'm not gonna go down that road with you. Now, you can come in with your questions, and we're gonna have respect for each other today. Now, I said I don't know about being on somebody else's panel or being in someone else's chat. I said that. I think I did. And but I'm trying to get to your questions. You know, do you want the question? Do you want me to answer your questions or not, Stephanie? Just put a one in the chat. Do you want me to answer them? If you want me to answer them, then I won't answer them. All right. All right. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. All right, Stephanie. I'm gonna say this. You said I should have stayed in my car and recorded. Stephanie, I was never there. I was never there. I heard you guys on the panel the other day. Kip was there. I bet Kip got pictures. Who knows? I probably was there. Then again, probably wasn't. If you catch the drift on that. All right, Steph, what else you got here? Let me see what else you got. Okay, you say you appreciate that. You just said some crazy shit about me, but okay, we all good. Okay. All right, well, we established that we got an agreement. When you come over here, all right, that's cool. That's cool. You're gonna be treated fairly over here, Stephen. You come over here, you're gonna be treated fairly. You're gonna be treated with some respect. I think you've been called worse things in other people's chat by the host and things like that. So, but I get it. Maybe that's y'all line of communication with each other and things like that. Maybe that person can say that, and you don't want me to say that. So I won't do it. So you come over here, you'll be treated with respect. As long as you come over here and respect the chat and respect the host, we cool. Oh, you say I shouldn't have, I could have. No, I just answered that question, Steph. I just answered the question. So, you get it? Did you get my answer? I hope so. Okay. All right then. What you do? We talked bad about you 10 minutes ago. You know it's Easter Sunday. What, you been around your family? You told them you been fooling with black folks again? Nah, I'll leave you alone, Steph. I ain't going down the road with you. I'll leave you alone. I'll leave you alone without that, all right? All right, you say you understand, you just clarified. Okay, all right, cool. All right, fair enough, fair enough. I think Brixton said something. Yeah. I got smoke. I'm dealing with the Jerry Springer crew over here. I got them all over here. So, if you want to crush some of you, here's your chance to. Well, hey, you know, I'm just having a little fun with them. Okay, you said B, but I told you had to come with some type of but. But also I have to know that the person in question is who I think it is. Okay. All right. I knew you was going to come with some kind of but. I knew that. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Like I said, I'm just over here talking. I'm just over here talking a little noise and entertaining a few people. I know when I start saying that I'm gonna speak the truth, I'm gonna get the other side over here more than anything. And why I'm over here thinking that she can get me in a got you moment. Oh, I got you. I got Kip to admit that. I got him, y'all. He's on record saying he said that. And these people have done everything that's unimaginable to me. Go figure. All right. All right, Steph. You say you make friends everywhere you go. Okay. All right. Well, Steph, we used to be somewhat cool and things like that. Back in the days. I don't know. You switched up and shit like that, and I don't know. We was on some kind of speaking terms. I kind of remember that. And you switched up and started throwing everything. You started throwing everything at me. So, but it's all good. All right, you say you the American sweetheart. All right, that's up for debate right there. Yeah, you did, Steph. It's I can't pinpoint it. I can't pinpoint it. So, but we ain't gonna wreck our brains about it. Like I say, I respect those that respect me, and we're cool, and I think we can get along when it's like that. See how me and Brixton, it ain't no kumbaya moment over here. It just like troll me when I'm at another show. I'm on somebody else's panel. Okay, that's fine. But when you come over here and I'm the host, at least have that level of respect. And you can ask me anything, and I'm gonna answer it. I'm gonna answer to the best of my ability. Oh, see, there you go. Now you saying about Rev G. See, there you go. There you go. See, you've been following me. See, you've been harassing me. You see that? You followed me over to Rev G channel. How did you know that $10 super chat was put in the chat saying, Rev, the coffee on me? And Rev's response was, thanks, Kip. Thanks for the coffee. So, somewhere, Steph, you were somewhere in the crowd, because I don't remember you being in that chat that day. So you had to be in the crowd, being nosy, which is nothing wrong with that. It's a public platform. You can do that. You're entitled to that. But, okay, you say you used to watch Rev G. Okay. But then I want to ask you this, Sam. What is your reason to be a membership at Rev G? Now be honest now. Let's cut through the chase. Let's go ahead and cut through the chase, and let's be honest. Now you and Rev G do not have a good relationship. Now, what is your point of being over there? Because see, you got T3 over there the same way. Talking about she got a membership over there. So what is it? What's your point? What do you mean you've been blocked? Rev G put you on the big screen and put you in a kente cloth outfit and said that you was a membership. You got a membership over there. So how you block from over there? Oh, so you thinking that Rev G needed some support? All right, we'll take that. I think Rev G is like me, and I think the rest of the people over there in Rev G chat, I think they're giving you the side eye with that, but it is what it is. Only time will tell. So, But you know one thing y'all made Rev G think. Rev G was like, damn, I should have had that membership at $70. I damn near got to agree with him on that. Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Yeah. So Stephanie, question. What do you think about what went on yesterday? I heard you yesterday. Now I'm gonna see if you gonna ever go back against the sister girls. Now you know now, them sister girls are very dangerous. Now you have already chose what the girl name? What the one? What her name? God damn, she been out of the sector she gone for a minute. Carrie Ann. God damn it, name couldn't come to me. You chose the sister girls over Carrie Ann. You got out there, and God damn it, you let them know who your loyalty was with. At first, you was a little hesitant about it, and goddamn, when they were saying like Raw B told what's the name the other day, make a choice, pills. God damn it, they came that ultimatum with you, and damn, if you didn't throw Carrie Ann under that goddamn bus, you threw her under that bus. You know them goddamn sister girls got long fingernails, they got switchblades, they got all kinds of shit over there. You know them sister girls will get at you. Ask G Gates. They fucked G Gates up over there and got a hold of him. I wouldn't go over there and fuck with them sister girls, not like that. I wouldn't fuck with them. No. Them sister girls be packing over there. They got too much shit. And they don't play fair over there. So, I get it. Oh, that's an interesting theorem. That ain't no theorem. Those are facts. You threw her under the bus. You got out and all but said it. I can't go verbatim with what you said, but you said it all. But Carrie Ann fucked you. You said it all. Come on now. When you gonna be honest? I thought you gonna be honest, because over here I want the truth. Because I ain't gonna sugarcoat things over here. Now you know you said everything but Carrie Ann fucked you. Now let's just be honest about it now. And you know you did. That is not no theorem. These are facts. And Carrie Ann will get up and admit to that. I ain't going nowhere with this. I'm just saying that I asked you about what you think about what happened yesterday, and I'm just reminding you, be careful, because the sister girls are listening. Now, if you don't say something in alliance with the sister girls, remember, they got long fingernails, they got switchblades, they got all kinds of shit. They got short bats with nails in them, all kinds of shit, spikes, brass knuckles, and I don't think you want to be fucking with them like that. Cause I said I won't fuck with them sister girls. There's too many of them. So that's where I'm going with it. So what do you think about yesterday? Now I heard you on platforms. I heard you. Now you over here on my shit. So I'm gonna ask the question, and feel free to ask me a question. I don't know that. I don't know. That's the name I gave them. Some people call them the handmaidens. I call them the sister girls. I call them that. I don't know if they got an LLC or not. I asked the question. I saw you on panels the other day and stuff like that, and you was talking. What do you think about it? What do you think about what happened yesterday? Now, how you going to ask a question with a question? Now, if you answer that question, then you can feel free to ask me a question. Come on, you know how it go. You're an attorney. You know when you cross-examining somebody and you ask them a question, then they turn around and ask you a question. You better, what you talking about? Then you're gonna be like, Your Honor, we got a hostile witness here. But go ahead. Oh, you think I was there? You think? Well, look here. Look here. All right, cool. All right. Now, we're going to take, for the sake of assumption, if you say I was there, okay, now what? Now what? Now what? If you say I was there, in your mind, I answer that question and say I was there. Now what? Okay. All right. Okay. Now, Stephanie, I was not there. I was not there. I know it may be hard to believe, but I was not there. And that's the cold hard facts. And guess what, Stephanie? If I was there, I'll say I was there. Because guess what? I can come there. I'm welcome in public. And I cannot be trespassed from public unless I break the law. And that's wherever you go. You go places, you don't break the law, you're good. It's simple. It's not hard. It's not hard. Yep. Yeah. Great. I'm glad you understand that. And for every time that I get up here sometime talking about First Amendment, Second Amendment, Fifth Amendment, and when I'm speaking the truth, you as an attorney, you should be saying, regardless how you feel about me or whatever, you should be saying, you know one thing? Kip is right. You should never give bad instruction or bad information to people. You should stand up and say, yeah, that's correct, regardless of how you feel about somebody. That's it. If you're going to speak on it now. I don't know. I don't know too much about the third, but the things that I lay pretty heavy on is the first, second, and the fifth. Yeah. Okay. You say you got no problem doing that. Okay. Well, look here. Moving forward, I'm going to remember this statement that you put in my chat, and you get to getting off course. Then I'm going to remind you of what you said over in my chat. Okay. No. Tell me what that amendment. That's the Third Amendment. Tell me what it means. I'll give you that. Give you a chance to explain that to the people, educate me on that, and we'll go from there. Because then I want to get back to talking about something more acceptable related. Says, because I heard y'all was over there saying, oh yeah, he was there. I bet you Kip got pictures. He got pictures. Okay. Don't let soldiers use your property. Use your property, and I'm assuming like in time of war or something like that. Is that what you mean? Is that what the Third Amendment means? Oh, damn. There go, look, there go the other attorney dropping out. That damn YM. She, okay, all right, Steph, we got that. We got that. We got it. All right, we're gonna move away from the Third Amendment. We're gonna move away from that. There we go, YM jumping out the crowd again. She jumping down again. If Kip was there, that makes things even worse. For his sake, he should avoid it at all times. Added Stephanie. Wow. Hey Stephanie, I think YM got more law than you. I think she understands more law than you. What do you think? You think she's an attorney? Or she's one of them attorneys like be like on Sanford and Son. Some days it depends on the day of the week. Monday, Tuesday, they're an attorney. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, they work at the post office. So which one you think she is? Oh man. Oh, it's just common sense. Do you think the law is common sense? Or do you think the law was meant to be complicated to a degree? That question to you, YM. We got oh, you were question. You don't know what YM is anyway. We don't know why YM could be. She's been known as being a AI. Some put her down as just a straight up robot. Yeah, which are you, YM? Oh, you know she's a musician. Okay, what do you play, YM? What do you play? What instrument do you play? Yeah, she's a musician. Oh, the violin. Okay. You believe the violin. Okay, not sure. Well, maybe YM can answer that question. Maybe she can answer that question. Okay. She probably, since she knows so much, YM is so wise beyond her years. She is so wise. Oh, he plays several. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. YM says she plays several instruments, musical instruments. So there it is. So we know a little bit. We getting to know YM a little bit. But some people refer to you, YM, as a nutcase. You know, a lot of people in the sector. Why do people in the sector refer to you as a nutcase, YM? Because some people do. They be like, "Oh shit, here come YM. Here come YM." And I think you was into one of them sister girls not too long ago, YM. I think them sister girls were ready to get a hold of your ass. I don't know, I think about a month ago. One of them sister girls, I don't know. Oh, I know who it was. I think it was Divine 7. Yeah, I think Divine 7 was getting a hold of your ass for fucking with what the boy? Oh, slander. Do you go around YM just doing this shit? Cause they say you just be over there fucking with everybody. Is this you? This what you about, YM? Just going around causing problems? Don't. Well then look, the way you saying it, YM, by the time you come back, you won't be able to speak to me on my channel. You won't be able to speak to me. Yeah. But why is it that the sector, most of the people in the sector look at you as being a nutcase? And why was one of the sister girls over there trying to get at you with that switchblade? I think that was Divine 7. Yeah. Okay, all right. Guayam. You got me on that one. I give up. I give up. You got me. I'll see. Okay. Now, because you constantly putting that down, saying you'll see, and all that kind of stuff, and you don't want to elaborate on it. All you come over here do is try to talk to me like you my mama, like I was when I was 6 years old. Your mama turn you around and tell you, boy, shut your damn mouth up. You're talking too much. So come on. Now, we grown folks over here. Now, when you want to elaborate on it or not, then let it be. Then we can go on to a lighter note, and I'm asking you questions about why do people think that you're a nutcase over here in this sector, and why was Divine 7 one of the sister girls trying to get at you with that switchblade that day? So, okay, in due time. All right. Okay, we're past that. All right, we're past that. We passed me going to jail. We passed me being messed up in the system and all that. Okay, we passed that. All right, you want to elaborate later. All right, cool. Do that later. All right, now answer that question that I asked you. I asked you 2 questions. I said, why do people think that you're a nutcase in this sector? And why was Divine 7, one of the sister girls, trying to get at you with that switchblade that day? What's going on, KRP? You said jail time. All right, then. I guess I go. I said if I just said being locked up, then you might as well go and tell me, because I might not be around there for you to come back to my channel and tell me. Now, if you're going to go and say it, go and say it. And I'm instead of telling you we can move on from that, but you still talking about that. You still talking about something that I said, okay, you don't want to elaborate on it, then why we started talking about it? I'm trying to move on and ask you the question, why do people think that you're a nutcase over here? And why was one of the members of the sister girls ready to get at you with that switchblade? Now, you care to answer that? Oh, by the way, Stephanie, yeah, I would take a cash out from you, Stephanie. Cash out, $sign Donwin45. I'm waiting on my first cash out. See, I got my first cash out live. You put up jail, you put jail and a question mark behind it. What does that mean? Now, I know. I'm saying if you're not going to elaborate on what me being in the situation that you said I'm gloom and doom and all that kind of stuff, if you don't want to elaborate on that, I'm steady saying, okay, we move on from that. I've been warned about the skies falling down. I get it. Now, all I'm saying is this. You going to tell me, you going to answer the question, why do people consider you a nutcase over here? And why was one of the members of the sister girls trying to get at you with that switchblade? Now, you going to answer that? Oh. Now don't let me go. See, there you go. Now you want to, you trying to talk in code. We done talked about Machiavelli. We done went into a little of that about Machiavelli. Now I'm asking you about people looking at you as a nutcase over here, and one of the members of the sister girls trying to get at you with the switchblade. Now you gonna answer that? Cause sometimes I go over there and be nosy over in Divine 7 live. Sometimes I stop in sometimes. She ain't gonna let me on the panel because she gets mad, but I stop in sometime and listen. Now, it ain't important to me what people think of what people think. I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking a question. See, that's what I'm saying. You'll come over here like We can never lighten up and have a conversation. Stephanie already know where we stand at, stuff like that. Brixton know where we stand at, all of that. Now, I just asked you a simple question. That's it. Now, surely you can answer it. Oh boy, boy, boy. Why am I tell you? It's hard. It's hard to hold a conversation with you, man. You know, you be in the chat sometime with all that old stuff, get along and all that stuff there. You saying you can't read people's mind and all that? Okay, but then what do you think? What is the reason why? Why is she getting at you? What did you do or what you didn't do? Now we'll move on from that. You said you're talking about answering the question about. I'm asking you the question about why do people think that you're a nutcase over here? Okay, we'll move from that. Okay, all right, move from that. Now, why was the sister girl, one of the members of the sister girls, trying to get at you over there with that switchblade? Now, metaphorically speaking, let me add that. So, somebody try to cut somebody in real life? Come on. All right, YM, you win. You win. I'll put it to bed. I'll put it to bed. I'm not gonna continue to ask you that question and stuff like that, or question you about what I asked you about. You win. All right. I'm done with that. Seems to me you don't want to answer stuff like that. No, it's not. I'm just entertaining it. That's it. I don't take it like that, YM. I don't. A lot of times I ignore people. A lot of times people have been coming at me for the longest. And I have a person be saying, man, why don't you go back at these people? Sometimes I ignore it. It just go on for a while. And I just don't say anything. Sometimes I don't get around to answering nothing. So it's not important to me. I can answer that question. Okay. I don't know why I am. Well, you talking in this chat, it make me believe that you are a robot. You know? So I don't know shit. I don't know. How I'm in the spot? I think I'm doing well in life. I'm not worried about nothing. Nobody's bothering me and coming at me to the degree of trying to threaten my life or anything like that. Now, people want to take me to court. Feel free. People file. You know one thing? Why people file frivolous lawsuits every day? That doesn't mean that it's going to stand up in court. Because, the courts will take your money. They call filing fees. They'll take your money. Oh, okay. Now there you go. See, you steady going back and forth, talking about the situation that I'm in. Now I'm gonna ask you this since YM, or you can deaden it after this, because you don't want to be asked questions. You want to make your statements and things like that. Oh, lawsuit. Are you saying that what you said? A lawsuit? The situation that I'm in? Oh man. Don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. Yeah. Don't make me laugh. I keep telling you that flow goes both ways. east, west, or north or south. It goes both ways. Yeah, yeah, that's right, Brixton. Thank you, Brixton. Yeah, yeah. You know I get jumped in a lot of chats for no reason. But I know the reason. Up until last year, people was pretty cordial with me, just like YM. See, YM she is mad and a little upset and salty with me because what has transpired here. Now she would have never went over there and told Drama one time that he was fucking up. Stop that, Drama. You exposing yourself to not only a lawsuit but being fired on your job. She would have never told him that. But she comes over now since that happened to Drama, and see she could be easily leading the brigade on that shit, trying to get me fucked up. She could. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. You know. But keep on talking, YM. I'm listening. I'm listening. Yeah, I know. I know. Hey, Brixton, back to you. Yeah, you're right, man. I know. I get jumped in. I get jumped in a lot of chats. I know it. I know it, man. Real shit. And you know one thing, I could be a good sport about it and keep it trucking and keep it moving. But it just, things get to me. That's fucking with my family. And then you just get up and tell outright lies on me. I can't deal with that. I can't roll like that, man. Them lies, man, just outright lies. Now, yeah, Spoke, I am. Spoke, trust me. Yeah, yeah, no, I said, look, what I said to you, YM, is this. I said you could easily be leading the charge with that. Now, I got you on record saying that you like drama. Now, ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't mad at you on account that you like drama. I mean, that's cool. And I understand that, you know, he got put out of commission. But why you went over there giving Drama all that advice when you saw Drama going down the wrong side of the road, and you say you like Drama and you didn't never tell him nothing? You saying about the potential lawsuits. See, because I've been hearing this stuff talking about RICO cases and all that. I find this stuff to be funny. I'm like, Smoke, I'm dying laughing. This shit is funny. That's why I really don't believe people understand what a RICO case is. They just let things rattle out of their mouth. People really don't understand the law. Okay, you got you mixed up with somebody else. All right, then. All right, YM. All right. You didn't say that. All right, all right. You put a lawsuit in and a question mark, and I don't know. I don't know YM. You being so vague with everything, and I get it, man. I get it. I respect the YM. I respect it. I respect you telling me that the storm is coming. I told you. I just went out and I got the patio furniture. I put it in the garage. I let the basketball go. I put it down. I boarded up all the windows on the second floor. I've done all that. I got all the shit that'll be flying around that may potentially harm my neighbors, fly in their house and knock their head off. So I've done my job. Hey, shit. Well, shit fly around on my end over here. Now, I know to speak for me. Yeah. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But back to old Bricks now. Bricks, let me see what old Bricks said. He said something up here. Oh, yeah. He talk about me getting jumped in the chat. Yeah, I know, Bricks. You be one of the ones. You lead the way. You and old dumbass too big for skinny jeans. Yeah, y'all just trolls, man. Y'all just trolls. That's it. Y'all damn trolls. That's it. And I told Too Big he could have easily been on somebody's offensive line, opening up holes for somebody, allowing some running back to be a 2,000-yard rusher for the season. You know, shit like that. You know, but he just turned out to be just a big for nothing nigga. He just big for shit. That's it. He's standing 6'5", 6'7" for nothing. Nothing. Yeah. See, a nigga like that, he could have been easily retro him back to being something like 5'3" or 5'2", because he just cursed all his height and size. Yeah. Run his ass back to being that small. Because he ain't do no with it. Yeah. Yeah, smoke. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's big for shit. Hey, but Brixton, I think you too big. Let me see somebody else. That Jake Equality. I think y'all give me more hell than anybody. I think y'all three give me more hell than anybody. Yeah. Yeah, Smoke. Too big is like Shaq. At least Shaq was able to use his size for something. You know how we used to say in the neighborhood, that's just a big for nothing nigga. That's all he is. Hey, he be pretty much the goddamn circus in the neighborhood. They'll have him down on the first floor. He had his ship on the first floor to the second floor, putting it in through the window. You know how that country shit go, Smoke. You know how it is. That's too big right there. Any old clown shit, any old shit like that, go get too big. Go down there and get too big. Yeah, man. Big for nothing. Shit. Them facts. Them facts. Yeah. Well, Smoke, they gonna hate me for this, Smoke. They gonna have something to talk about this. He really think he's a content creator. He been on live for 3 hours talking to himself. He really think he's a content creator. But what was said about 3 months ago? Nigga, you really need to get your own live. Don't nobody let him come up there till he get his own panel. Don't fuck with him. Smoke, stop fucking with him. Leave him alone, Smoke. Let him get his own shit. You remember that, Smoke? Now he really think he a content creator. Man, I'm telling you, I told you, man, you can't Smoke, you cannot please these people, man. So why? Why do it? Why try? There's no need for it. So just continue to do you and enjoy your shit and do what you got to do. And you'll come out all right, man. I'm telling you, you'll be fine. And I'm taking my own advice too. Yeah, that's where it's gonna rock. That's where it's gonna rock. Now look, I'm still waiting on my first cash out. Still waiting on my first cash out. Now, Kipton been generous. Kipton gave a lot of cash outs out. Now, I'm excluding Smoke, Spengali's. I'm excluding them. Rev G, them. I'm excluding them. I want to get a one cash out from my ops or somebody who's kind of like lukewarm with me. Be on the fence sometime. You know, or troll me like Brixton would. And sometimes be like, yeah, Kip, you right. That kind of shit. So, any cash app will do now. And then I'll become an official content creator. Once I get a cash app. One cash app. Yeah, I've been official. I'll be official then. Yeah. But is there anything else that y'all, yeah, big facts, Smoke, big facts. Thank you, Smoke, big facts. There you go. You know how it is. You know what I'm talking about. And I think the smart people in my chat, I think they understand that too. They know what I'm talking about. They know. Hey, for some of the people that's coming in late, I've been over here fat mouthing for a minute. YM have warned me that danger is on the way. And also we found out that she's been a big fan of DJ Drama. I'm gonna call him by his right name, DJ Drama. I found out she's a big fan of DJ Drama, and she's a part of the her and Brixton. And well, see, Stephanie don't mind me. She knows she was a part of the Jerry Springer crew. So we found out today that YM was actually a part of the Jerry Springer crew. She liked the Jerry Springer crew. So there's nothing wrong with that. You know, sort of like the cookie crash, the cookie crush chat. Yeah. So she have come on out and admitted that. And that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. We ain't gonna beat up YM for saying that she like drama. You know, we ain't gonna beat him up. Same with Brixton. So according to Brixton, the way Brixton was letting me know that he's pretty much excited that he say his uncle is coming back, Drama. He's coming back to do his show. So good luck with that. But for those that just come in, it's an open topic. Be careful, Kip, to elaborate on something. You can put it in the chat. I've been fat mouthing for over 3 hours, and I'm gonna get ready to close this thing down. But if y'all guys want anything you want to ask me something, I would be more than happy to answer that question, and we can elaborate on it a little bit. But if we're going. I don't think I speak to KRP. KRP, shout out to you, man. I don't know if I spoke to you. I see you threw something in the chat. I'm sorry if I didn't acknowledge you, but shout out to KRP. And man, if you care to, you know, put something in the chat that we talk about, that'll be cool. But I'm gonna give about 6 more minutes. I'm gonna shut this thing down at 3:30 for the time that I've been on here. So I'm gonna give about 6 more minutes on here, and we can talk. Excuse me, and we go from there. But that at the 3:30 mark, I'm gonna shut it down. If we ain't talking about something worthwhile. So see, I'm doing this with all the smoke. I'm over doing this without all the theatrics over here. All these intros and you know shit popping all up on the big screen, and and all that. You know, that shit for to get kids' attention. You know, that dazzle little babies. You know, anything that making noise and flashing lights and all that, that dazzle. You know, that get a kid attention. You know, I'm dealing with grown-ups over here. I want to talk to grown-ups and just good conversation, and we go back and forth like that. But all that stuff that y'all think that y'all see on other people channels and things like that, you ain't gonna get that over here. You know, just letting you know, you ain't gonna get that over here. You ain't gonna get all that. You know, with fireworks popping and a whole hour of Hello Honey Bun and all that. You ain't gonna get that over here now. I'm telling you, you're gonna get straight talk. We're gonna get to the crux of the matter of what we here to discuss, and we're gonna keep it moving. But just let you know, that is not gonna be going on over here. You're gonna be sadly mistaken. If you think you're gonna get that kind of stuff over here, it's not gonna happen. So I'm just pre-warning you about that. So when you see Kip go live, that's not gonna happen. You know. So it's not gonna be no hour worth of introductory and all kinds of music being played and all that. No, we don't get that. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. So, but YM, you ain't got nothing else to say to me or anything to forewarn me about, anything like that. You know I'm open. Brixton, what about you? Stephanie Collins, you fell off the map. Now I told you, I'm calling you by your name and all that kind of good stuff. I'm referring to you as Stephanie Collins and all that. You're gonna get that when you come over here with me. Now I told you we'll fight in other chats. We'll fight over in other people's panels. But when you come here, I'm gonna treat you with respect over here. Now, so I'll probably have Divine 7 over here next week. She'll come over here next week. We'll have her over here. YM, you gonna come next week when Divine 7 come over here? I'm gonna get Divine 7 over. She gonna come over here. She gonna come over here and talk a little bit. And I'm gonna ask her that question, since you won't answer that question, YM. Why does she have that switchblade? Why she wouldn't grab that switchblade at you? So I'll find out. And I'm gonna show Axel. You know my axe now. What the hell she doing with that switchblade? Because you don't want to tell me. Well, guys, look how we wrapping it up here. It's got about another minute here. I'm gonna wrap this thing on up, and I am so appreciative to all the people in the chat who allowed me to captivate their attention for a little bit. No matter if you Neanderthal around for a little bit, went over to wash clothes for a little bit, to grab your bite to eat or whatever, you did come back and gave me your undivided attention for a little bit, and I do appreciate that. Shout out to all the people in the chat. I didn't have many in the chat that recognized themselves, but shout out to Smoke. Shout out to YM. Give a shout out to Brixton. Give a shout out to Stephanie. Give a shout out to AAS, was in the chat, and KRP. And I want to thank you guys for coming out, and I do appreciate that. And like I say, I'm gonna end it on that note, and I'm gonna shut this thing down. And as I always say, to be continued until next time. Y'all good people, take care, and I'll get at y'all later. Peace out.